Garden Maters, welcome to Corner Homestead. So earlier today I made really quick some pinwheel hoagies. I wanted to share the recipe with you in case you would like to try and make these for yourself. They're really good to have when you're pressed for time and you really don't want to do a whole lot of cooking. Easy to put together, great for either lunch or dinner, and the outcome, truly delicious. So let me tell you exactly how to make these and what you need for the recipe. And it is adaptable, but in the end, they turned out so very, very good. With one exception that I will tell you at the end. Let's get started.
So the first thing we need is some puffed pastry sheets. We're going to take one, and as soon as it is thawed enough to work with, just going to take it out, open it up, and take a rolling pin and roll it just a little bit to get it a little bit larger than the original size of the sheet. Next, we're going to use some mustard. You can use yellow mustard or Dijon mustard, honey mustard, whatever type you like. Just spread it on into a uniformed thickness.
Okay, so this is where it can be just a little bit different for everybody. Depending on your taste is what type of luncheon meat you will want to put on to the inside. I went with ham and pepperoni. You can do just ham alone, or you can do turkey, whatever, chicken, breast, it doesn't matter what type of luncheon meat you want to use. Again, the taste, it's up to you.
So my smoked ham is the first thing that I'm going to use. Just going to lay it on in a single layer. After that, I'm going to be using my sliced pepperoni. Also going to put it on into a single layer. If it overlaps some, it is totally okay to do so. Next, I'm using sharp cheddar cheese. Now this cheese is a little on the stiff side, so it breaks very easy. But I'm going to put that on as a single layer as well. And again, if they touch, it is perfectly okay. Next, you want to take it and roll it up. This is where I was having trouble doing this because the cheese doesn't give. So it made it quite difficult to roll this up into a tight log style pastry. But after playing with it some, I did manage to get it. So next you take your pastry log and you cut it into equal parts. I was able to cut 7 different little sandwiches from each one of these logs. Each one was about 2 to 3 inches apart. Once they are all cut, you put them onto parchment lined paper baking sheet. Next, I'm going to take an egg. We're going to scramble it very well. We're going to use this as a wash for the top of our sandwiches. Just take your pastry brush and brush it on to the top of every sandwich. So now they are ready for the oven. We're going to put them in at 350 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes.
So that's it. That is how easy it is to make them. Now I've got to say the one exception that I would change is I used the sharp cheddar cheese slices for this dish. Turned out to be a little more greasier than I wanted it to be, and the flavors just didn't work well for our taste. We just didn't care for it with the cheddar cheese. I think if I would have just used the regular American cheese slices, it would have been so much better, but they were still very, very good. So that is the only thing that I would do if when I go to make them again. I will change the cheese and not use the sharp because it's just our preference. What are you doing in there, Bee? Goofy schmoo. So I hope you give them a try. I hope you decide to try them and see what you think for yourself. Like I said, they're very easy to make. If you can put it in there and roll up dough, you can do it. And again, everything on the inside, it's really up to your taste for either lunch or dinner. So thanks for joining me. Always a pleasure to have you with me. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do. Love to have you as part of the community. Love to watch the Garden Maters grow. So until next time, I love you all. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you on the next video.